And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Photoshop. So there's Photoshop. Can you do me a favor? There's some lights on the back. Well, could you shut the lights? Actually, I'll switch. So there's my Photoshop. So this is a little bit of software training alongside what you've just done. So I'm just going to go File, Open, and I'm just going to open up one of the images that I've picked. So I'm going to pick this one here. So there's my picture. Now it's tiny. Maybe not that one. Let's try another one. File, Open. And let's go for that one there. So there's my image. Now I've got my timeline. So this is my timeline. If you don't know what that is, Window, Timeline. So you did that the other day in Photoshop. So similar sort of thing. Now what I want to do is I want to use this document as a template. So I'm going to go File, New again. And I'm going to go to Clipboard. Okay, and in here, it tells me the last document I opened, which is that one there. So what I can do is create a document size from the last document I had opened. So if I press OK, to that, what it does, it creates a document in relation to the last document that I had open. Okay, so if I just close that down, so you can see that one's the same shape as that one. So that's what I want. I'm going to close that one down because I don't need it anymore. Now I need to go to Window and open up my timeline. So where's my timeline gone? There it is. So timeline. Okay, so it's going to click on that, and my timeline will open. So at the moment it's free flowing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it there so you can see, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Create Video Timeline. Okay, now what in here? This is your video editing. You've got resolution. You can cut it. You see you got sequences, video sequences. You can cut them up. You can play it. You can rewind it. You can also put in audio. So you can add audio. So if you want to put a sound in, which I might do actually, I can also put sound in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this tab here and go Add Media. There it is. So I'm going to go to Add Media, and when it goes to Add Media, it directs me to the folder. And all you essentially need to do is select all your pictures. Command A is a shortcut. Select all your pictures. Press Open, and it will drop it into your timeline like this. Okay. Now, when I pull my playhead out, that's my playhead. Okay, so that's my playhead. That's what that's called. So if you're ever using After Effects or using Final Cut Pro or Premiere or DaVinci Resolve, which is a really great bit of software, that's called your playhead. If you're working with editors, collaborating with editors as designers, and you may be making sequences, and you're adding the graphics on top of the sequence, they might say, can you take your playhead to like 44 seconds? What they basically means move that to 44 seconds. You've also got an in point and an out point. So in video editing, you have an in point, which is basically the start, and an out point. So within that in and out point is what's going to be rendered out as the final video. So in this case, I've got it to about a second. So I'm just going to zoom out again, and here there's these three little squares. So I want to click on that. So if I click on that, what it does, it turns it into frames. So what I want to do now is with my images that I've sourced to do with heritage, I want to make a short little GIF out of it. So if I go to the beginning and play that now, it's a little bit slow. So what I can do is select all the frames and go to no delay or add a delay. So now when I play, it's a bit quicker. Okay, now I can select some of these, and now for some reason it's not moving around on mine, but you'll find that you can select a frame and you can move these around. You can also go to your image, adjustments, filters, and play around with those as well. So if I go to filters, so zoom out of this to be honest. Window, layers. I can select these around and move them around as well. So I can select one of those, go to image, adjustments, and change sort of grayscale and all that sort of stuff. But you can also move it around. It's not doing it on mine, but you'll find that you can do it on yours. And so what you'll have is a short film, and hopefully when you play it, it should demonstrate fear, or it should demonstrate fight. And you can also select frames and give it additional frames to have like a. I'll show you what that does. So if you select that, it does that. So it kind of like fades in as well. So you can have some that fade in and out to give it a bit more effect. Once you've done that, so this is how you edit and you make GIFs in Photoshop, and you make short little films. You go to File, Export, and you go to Render Video, that one there. You click on that, and this box will appear. You give it a name. You select the folder, so you select it to the desktop or your memory stick. So I'm going to select it to the desktop. And here you've got QuickTime, DPX, and H.264. I would suggest you just leave it on that. Here, it gives you file sizes. Do you want it 1080? Do you want it 720? Do you want it 4K, 2K? And all that sort of stuff. And what you've got here is an aspect ratio in terms of pixel size. Now, because we created a specific document, it's measuring to those pixels. So it's only about that big, really. It's only a tiny little thing we've created. Once you're happy with your settings, you render that, and it will render your video out. Sometimes it takes a while. So if you've got more images, what you'll find it will take much longer to create. But what it will essentially do is create a short little video of your thing. And if you've done it well, then it should reflect that. You can also open up your pictures in Photoshop, amend them a little bit, change maybe a little bit of color contrast. I know you've done some work with Patrick with some vector graphics where you've drawn a face. You can put that in because that's to do with British culture as well, because he's a British artist. So that fits in as well really nicely as well. If you've got any research that you've got as well, that you've looked at British artists, like the two artists that I've given you, those could go in as well, because it all reflects the project that you're doing. So hopefully when we look at it, we'll feel fear, or we'll feel fight, or we'll feel panic. So the images should be showcasing those narratives within your short clip. I'd like you to finish that off today. I'd like all of you to get your little videos complete, so we can have a little watch maybe towards the end to see if they are successful. Additional to that, I did give you the two artists. I would like you to look, if you finished the short animation earlier, I'd like you to maybe sort of look at these two people before we finish up today. We finish at 12:15, and you're back at, I think you're back at 2:30, 3, something like that, 3 o'clock. So you're back at 3. I'm not gonna keep the studio open because I've got to see somebody at 1. So I'll see you back at 3. But you've got research to do, those two designers, and also finish off your little animation. And I would like to watch it as a group, see if your videos have been successful and it does reflect the narrative, which is heritage. Thank you. You might as well go back now.